And I hope you are doing everything is well. This is the 25 September 2025. The international news. A curator flees Bangkok after China deems his art show too provocative. The curator of a recent museum exhibition in Thailand that criticized authoritarian governments in China, Myanmar, and other countries expected a pushback, but no one saw fit that he would have to flee the country. The curator, an artist from Myanmar who goes by the name Sai, said he was in the museum parking lot 2 days after the July opening when its directors warned him in digital messages that Thai policy officials were insane, asking for his contact detail. Fearing that he would be arrested and deported back to neighboring Myanmar for his work on the show, Mr. Sai said he scrambled to Bangkok airport and took the first available flight to London, leaving his belongings behind. We expected there would be some kind of former hindrance, but we didn't expect it to be the immediate, said Mr. Tsai, who fled Myanmar after a 2021 military takeover and designed the show to feature artists from Myanmar and countries that remain friendly with its ruling military junta. Later the week, the director told Mr. Tsai that the Chinese authorities wanted the museum to remove the names and works of 4 artists in the show from Hong Kong, Tibet, and Xinjiang, politically sensitive place where the Chinese government has been tightening its control. The show at the Bangkok Art and Culture Center, which runs through October 19, was not taken down, but the directors removed the 4 artists' names from the exhibition materials with zinc black lines. They also removed a Tibetan flag, a rising sun over a snow capped mountain, and a sky blue flag with a flat crescent and star, generally used as a symbol of independence for the Uyghur people who live in Xinjiang, their homeland. China has actively pressured some city office and cultural establishment overseas to comply with its censorship requests. Sometimes those officials and organizations push back, but in this case, the Chinese embassy in Bangkok encountered no resistance. The museum's director told Mr. Tsai in a July email that they had been warned by the embassy, the Thai foreign minister, and Bangkok city officials that the show could cause diplomatic tensions for Thailand with China, according to a copy of the email reviewed by the New York Times. China wields geopolitical influence in Southeast Asia as the largest trading partner for most countries in the region. That includes Thailand, which relies heavily on Chinese tourists. The Chinese government often engage in intermediate censorship inside and outside its borders by delegating responsibility to internet companies, filmmakers, and art galleries to remove sensitive materials before problems arise, said Philippine Fang, a sociology professor at the University of Toronto, who has studied China's effort to censor the arts around the world. It's more sophisticated and very hard to trace than overt censorship, Professor Fang said. In response to questions about the Bangkok exhibition, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said in a statement that matters concerning Tibet, Xinjiang, and Hong Kong were purely China's internal affair. It added that an exhibition has brazenly advocated the idea that the city plays were independent from China. The Thai Foreign Ministry declined to comment. The Bangkok Art and Culture Center did not respond to questions about the changes that were made to the exhibition. The trends were reported earlier by Reuters and other news outlets. The show, concerning a complicity, aims to illustrate how authoritarian regimes cooperate on weapons, surveillance, trade, and repression, according to the museum website. Among other topics, it addressed a devastating civil war in Myanmar that has killed tens of thousands of people and displaced millions of others. Myanmar's military junta has been widely obstructed since the 2021 coup, though not by Russia, a major weapon supplier, or by China, which has been intervening in the war to protect its investments. A measure by Mr. Tsai depicts China's leader Xi Jinping and other authoritarian rulers extending their hands to senior game. Unlike the heat of the junta, the leaders are surrounded by sketched weapons supplied to Myanmar and used by the junta to target pro-democracy rebels and civilians. In another work by the Russian filmmakers Tasia Krugovia and Vasily Bogota, a child's cradle size in the center of a red room, shrouded in black, a sale of fighter jets and other weapons between Russia and Myanmar is hauntingly narrated in Russian to the tone of a lullaby. Russia supplies Myanmar with skill to keep its region in control and clear MiG-29S and Su-90s in flight cut through the clouds, a menacing sight. But none of works in the show by artists from Myanmar, Iran, Russia, or Syria. Even the mural of Mr. Xi were alerted. Instead, the censorship focused entirely on artists from Hong Kong, Tibet, and Xinjiang. Since 2020, Beijing has imposed draconian national security laws in Hong Kong, eroding the territorial semi-autonomous status. It has interfered with the succession of the Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism, and separated Tibetan children from their families. And in the Xinjiang region, at least Armenian Uyghur who hail a Buddhism minority have been forced into detention or work camps. The arts in the show address some of these sensitive issues in their works, and the authorities notice. A multimedia piece by the Tibetan and artist Tenzin Mingyur Patrol showing Tibetan religious practice was almost completely removed. All that was left of Mr. Tenjin's work was a traditional Tibet woman doll cover, left hanging in the middle of a gallery without contest. Visitors to the exhibition can still see an interactive installation about epistolology by the Hong Kong artists Curator Chang and Guangchen Yimen, and a 12-mini film by Muftas Miji Wuhao filmmakers that explores life in itself, but the artists' names have been blacked out along with Mr. Tenjin's. Earlier this year, Thailand deported 40 Uyghurs to Xinjiang, which they had left to escape persecution. At the time, Thai officials said they had acted upon Beijing's request. Mr. Minjit said the case made it clear to her that China could put pressure on Thailand to carry out its demands. But Mr. Minjit said she was surprised by how quickly the authorities acted in the museum, which she described as a space meant for free expression. It's only because you here, she said. If I were Iranian, they wouldn't care. Mr. Kruger Uyghur and Mr. Provocativ said they saw irony in the censorship of the Bangkok show because they had met Mr. Tsai 2 years earlier at an event in Paris, which itself dissidents discussed transnational repression. Mr. Provocativ, who fled Russia shortly after the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, said that he and Mr. Kruger feel that the space for political art is shrinking around the world, but people who are in cannot just stop expressing themselves, she said. In a phone interview from London, Mr. Tsai said that he plans to bring the show to countries where it could be staged without censorship. He said he was afraid to return to Thailand, but had no regrets. For all 4 years on my essay, we have done since knowing there is a risk, even sometimes life and death, he said, but it's the right thing to do. Thanks for listening. If you like this channel, please subscribe me. Thank you. Have a good